So this is our first word problem of our lesson plan, and I'm just going to start by reading the word problem, and then we'll go into depth on what we're going to do from there. So it says, Katie had 8 Skittles at the beginning of class. After lunch, Lauren gave Katie 12 more Skittles. How many Skittles did Katie end up with? So for this specific problem, it's talking about Skittles. So in the classroom, we would use real Skittles, but today we're just going to draw them out. And for that, we see that we have a start amount, so that's 8 Skittles, and then eventually there's a change of 12 Skittles, but we don't know the result of the problem. So what we would do, we see that it's the change, like I said. So you have the start, and then you have the change equals the result. And you'll make your little box like this, and we're just going to fill in the chart really quick so then we know where to go and how to go about solving the problem. So we start with 8, and then the change of 12, and that's an unknown. For our students with the Skittles, we will draw out 8 Skittles. So we'll have 8. That's the representation of the Skittles. And then here's 12 more. So as kind of a kinesthetic way of figuring out and counting, they'll be able to move all of the Skittles together and combine them to make the total. And they'll find whenever they add these together that the total is 20, 15, 20. And so this is a visual representation of what the students would do kinesthetically with Skittles on their desk, paired up with a partner. And yeah, that's it.
So this is our second problem. Before I go into detail, I'm just going to read it out. Jamie has 3 bags. In each bag, there are 5 Skittles. How many Skittles does Jamie have? So this is a equal groups unknown product problem because there's 3 bags, and in each bag there's 5 Skittles. So this is 3 bags is our group, and 5 Skittles is the size. So we're going to do our little table. Number of groups times the size equals the product. So our number of groups is 3 times our size is 5 equals question mark, because how many Skittles does she have is the product, which is unknown. So now to teach our students, we're going to do like a diagram, and we'll have 3 groups, and in each group there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Skittles. So now they'll count count how many there are, which is 15, and that's how they get the answer. But if we were to do it with Skittles, we're going to have them just have 3 groups of 5 and then just count how many so they can get their answer.
So for this problem, we're going to divide our students into table groups of 4 so they can discuss it with each other, and just really focus on group work since this is our first 2-step problem in the lesson plan. The problem is Jordan got 6 bags of Skittles while trick-or-treating. She collected 1 more bag of Skittles than bags of Kit Kats. Then she also collected 10 bags of the Sour Patch Kids. How many more Sour Patch Kids than Kit Kat bars does Jordan have? So first we're going to expect our students to work out comparing the 6 bags of Skittles to having 1 more bag of Skittles than bags of Kit Kats. So that's where our first problem is going to come from, which is comparison. We'll have bigger minus smaller equals difference. So our bigger is going to be the 6 bags of Skittles. So 6 minus, we don't know what our smaller is yet, because we don't know the amount of Kit Kats. All we know is that the difference is 1 because there is 1 more bag of Skittles than there is Kit Kats. And so when we're letting our students work out these problems, we're going to give them a set of 10 blocks, 3 sets of 10 blocks. So 1 set will be red to represent how many bags of Skittles they have. 1 will be blue to represent how many Kit Kats they have, and 1 will be green to represent how many Sour Patch Kids they have. And we're giving them 10 blocks for each color so they have more to work with, and we're not giving them the answer to how many Kit Kats there are. Because if we gave them 5 blue blocks to represent Kit Kats, they're going to know that's how many they need. And to make this less confusing, the teacher will make a little color code for them, like a legend. So there's our Skittles, and then we have the Kit Kats, and finally the Sour Patch Kids. So then they'll work this out, and they'll come out finding the question mark equals 5. So that's how many bags of Kit Kats they have. So now they can go on to the second problem, or the second step of the whole problem. And they know that they have 10 bags of Sour Patch Kids. And the question is asking how many more Sour Patch Kids, and many more Sour Patch Kids than Kit Kat bars does Jordan have. So this will be another comparison problem. So we'll have it's a more than with our difference unknown. So we know that this is a comparison problem with more than, and we're looking for the difference between the amount of Sour Patch Kids and Kit Kat bars. And now we know the Kit Kat bars are still the smaller. So now that we know that we have 5, we can put that into a problem. And we know that we have 10 bags of Sour Patch Kids. So this is a visualization of what the blocks would look like. They'll have an actual physical block to work with, but the students will connect 6 Skittles together and possibly just take 1 off to see like all they need is 5 Kit Kat blocks. And then they'll take the 5 Kit Kat blocks over here with the 10 Sour Patch Kid blocks, and then have to find the difference between the bigger number and the smaller. So just a subtraction of the 2. And hopefully this visualization of like having the physical blocks will help them have a better correspondence between them. Because for example with this, they could see like, oh, like having that 1-to-1 correspondence and then see how many are left would be one way to solve the problem. Okay. And as the teacher, we will go around asking the students if they have the answer yet, and if they do, how did they find it? Is it actually correct? And if they are struggling, give them tips to try to help them find the correct answer. So